with a twist. We're going to use the action of the game to inspire us to write a novel in which we're going to depict the entire history of a planet. So to do that, we're going to go hot seat and play all players. Well, I will play all players myself, so game speed will be standard. Map, I want something very random, so Island Plates, by experience, is the most random map you can get. Map size huge. And that's it for this part of the setup. Part that will depict the life of ordinary people in one of the civs. I will try to choose the civs that resembles most closely an Anglo-Saxon civ, or I may take France. Reason being, I'm very familiar with Anglo-Saxon culture. I'm French Canadian. So I know these cultures very well. I don't know enough about the other cultures to pretend that I will accurately portray them. But then again, this is a work of fiction, so that might not matter that much. So, player one, let's get going. We discovered a new continent. There are in fact two continents here. Gondwana to the north and Kernorland, where we're currently sitting. So, we're lucky. We've already boosted the foreign trade, so we're on the seashore. So, unit needs orders, settler, Athens is founded. Now this guy is going to explore the immediate surroundings. Sorry. And we're going to research according to what's around our city. Well, there aren't any resources here. And we're gonna have to chop some trees to get some farms. So mining it is. So let's look at the tech tree here. Pottery is a prerequisite to sailing. Excellent. And we don't know about the rest. We're gonna have to justify every prerequisite. So, what am I going to build first here? I think a scout is in order. So that's it. There two. This is a sea. Gulf of Oman. Black Sea. Our continent is called Lemuria. That's it. And unit needs orders. We're founding a city here at the bottom of a long bay. Looks like a fjord actually. So that's Persia. Choose research for Persia. What do we have? Honey, stone, and citrus. So we do have a choice. Honey needs animal husbandry. We're gonna go with that for the time being, and we'll worry about stone later. And we can build a builder right away. Why not? Player 3 is Korea. Found a city. And yes, get the boost for sailing in the process. Warrior, do like just everyone else, explore the immediate surroundings. The main thing here is find a spot for the second city. So, resources, we got sheep inside and spices just outside, so the animal husbandry is more urgent, but then we're gonna have to chop some forests to get farmland. Choose production. We're going with a scout. Player 4. We're deep inland. I don't like to settle on a resource, but I don't like to wait till turn 2 to settle either, so I'm just gonna move that guy here and settle right here. This is Mapuche. How come when I play a hot seat game, Mapuche always pops up among the civs that I play? Let's see. We have the citrus that we fled from, and we have incense here, irrigation as well. So, irrigation, we have no idea where it is. So it's a crapshoot what tech I'm going to use. So I'll go for none of it really matters at this point. So I'll go for mining. Choose production. Yeah, I want the city to expand. So that's it for Mapuche, player 5. We found Hermetic Order and a hero. Because we were spawned right next to Delicate Arch. But just like Mapuche, Australia is going to settle one tile away. We're still getting the inspirational site, but that frees up the citrus and we can actually build the plantation on it. And that will give us the production of a plantation, not that of a desert. So choose research. We have sailing, we have astrology boosted. Okay, mining is a prerequisite to astrology. How do we justify that? We're going to take care of that later on. For the time being, choose research. I'll go for pottery, which is a prerequisite to sailing, which will be very handy. And I'll get a scout. Governor appointment. Okay, too soon for a secret society, especially the Hermetic Order, which reveals the ley line but doesn't do me any good. So I'm going to appoint Pingala in Canberra. And that's it. Settler. Oh, I forgot to check the continents of a few players. I'm gonna take care of that on turn 2. But this one's in South America. I hope it's in the southern half of the map. Indonesia in South America. That doesn't look like South America to me. Choose research. Oh, we have lots and lots of stone and a little bit of crabs. So mining will do us a lot of good. Choose production. Not now for builder. For the time being, let's have a monument right away. Player 7. Again, this continent is called Australia, not to be confused with the Australia civ. That is, this is Spain. Go do some exploring, choose research. We got truffles here. It requires animal husbandry. That's what we're getting right away. And then mining is going to be rushed second. And choose production. Too soon for builder. Scout will be in order. And next player is England as Victoria. We're on the seashore. We've we've discovered sailing. We're on the continent Kalahari. So that's it. Choose research. I'm going for what do we have? We got mercury, we got ivory, we got gypsum, mining, animal husbandry. Pottery is not going to be very useful in the short term. Mining. Okay, now I'm going with a scout. I want to explore. The most efficient way to look at the surroundings is to follow the seashore first and then go around the city. This player is on Lemuria, it's Brazil. So found a city. Okay, we have the sea. This is Panthalasic Ocean. This is Pacific Ocean. So we're wedged in between two oceans. No small seas here. So choose research. We're in the middle of the jungle, which is quite normal for Brazil, actually. The appeal of tiles. If I look at the appeal, this should be very low appeal to another player, but since it's Brazil, it's high. So choose research. We're gonna go the resources we have: bananas, irrigation. We have no idea where to find irrigation here, so mining is going to open up more second tier techs than the others, so that's what we're starting with. And it will allow us, to get that jade. Choose production, scout. And now, next player is number 10, Netherlands. We're on Kennemerland, and we have a couple of twisty rivers around here, which is excellent for Netherlands. Unit needs orders. Amsterdam is on a floodable river on the coast, and we got marble, stone, obvious choice. Choose production. No need for quick expansion, so scout. And our exploration begins this way. Next, player 11, Khmer. In South America. And found a city here. San Corthom. And we need rivers as Khmer. Choose research. Well, I need sailing, need irrigation, need mining. Can't get sailing right away. Choose production in Angkor Thom. Let's see, scout. And finally, last player is Alexander of Macedon in Australia. Okay. We're going to explore more this way. That's why I'm going this way. So, choose research. What do we have? Rice and wheat, both of which we can already exploit. and we have crabs. Further out we have pearls and salt. Pottery. Choose production. We're going with a monument to absorb as much land as possible, given that we have plenty of good stuff here. This is Australia. Now we're gonna have a problem. We have a civ called Australia and we have a continent called Australia, so that might be confusing at times. I'll find a way around this problem. Choose next turn. And that's the end of turn 1. Back to player 1, Greece. Now this is going to be a very short turn. We have a goody hut. We'll look into it next turn. Lemuria. Persia. Australia. Korea. Unit needs orders. Yes, we're going to explore further out. I'm gonna see if this isthmus is an isthmus or a peninsula. And this Mapuche is on Lemuria, deep inland on a lake. Choose production. Yes. Go this way. And then I'm going to get that goody hut. We found a volcano. Australia is on Lemuria. That might be confusing. Indonesia is on South America. And we found a city-state. We're the very first to found a city-state. Not that it matters in the novel, but we're first to meet Zanzibar. And Spain. England. This is where the land ends. So London is at the very south of the continent of Kalahari. And Brazil on this isthmus is blocked off by a mountain range. That could be interesting for trade. And Amsterdam. We found a goody hut. How do I incorporate the goody huts in the storyline of a novel? And we found another continent. So South America and Australia are on the same land mass. Interesting. Now, the first goody hut that's actually being taken in the game. First of all, we discover the Void Singers and governor appointment. Yeah, Victor is a defensive governor. As Macedon, we want something offensive, militarily speaking. So we want our technology to be boosted so we can get the latest weapons. So that's why I'm waiting for the Void Singers. Now it's time to look into the unique abilities of each of the civs and how it's going to affect. Okay, we found Sun Wukong. Found him, found the Void Singers, and Yeah, as Greece, I want Pingala, not for the science, but rather for the culture. It's the same governor for both. So the unique abilities of Pericles: 5% culture per city-state and 1 extra wild card. Doesn't apply right now. So pretty much passive when you think about it. Persia. Persia gets movement after declaring a surprise war and gets a trade route capacity extra and golden culture for domestic trade routes. So that's good to know. Basically, we're going to be told about the trade route abilities when we get into trade. So here, Warang, we going to get governors established. Have to have as many governors as possible, and we have mines adjacent to Sowons and farms adjacent to Sowons. Well, I know that the Sowons have to be isolated, so that's what it is. Mapuche. So if we defeat an enemy city within the borders, that city loses loyalty and governors gain experience, and cities with governors mean the units gain more experience combat. So also extra strength against cities that are in the golden age. Oh, first to encounter a barbarian. Do I take out this barbarian or do I pursue my exploration of the surroundings? Well, given how the city is situated, I think I can pretty much withstand a barbarian invasion. So I'm going to pursue my exploring. And let that barbarian scout report to his boss, and we'll be waiting for his troops. I forgot to check Australia's unique abilities, but Indonesia, we purchase units with faith, and coast and lake provide some more adjacency bonuses to the districts. So basically that's it. Spain, well, that ability, El Escorial, has been touted as a ticket to a religious victory. It's not. Actually, it's a way to prevent religious victories, to put that religious victory out of reach of your opponents. And form fleet and armadas and loyalty for cities on other continents. We'll look into the details later. London, England. So, found a city on another continent, get a free unit. and a trade route capacity. And construct a Royal Navy dockyard, get a free naval unit, and iron and coal accumulate more resources than usual. So, that's it. Brazil. We were discussing the rainforest. And magnanimous, well, great people, we'll get more of them. So, here, districts on rivers, get adjacencies and trade routes to your own cities, provide loyalty, and to foreign cities provide culture. That's it. Okay, this is a dead end at this stage in the game. So we have to go somewhere else, basically. We go this way. Nobody's coming this way, not even barbarians. And unique abilities, holy sites on rivers provide food. Faith amenity from entertainment to each city that has an aqueduct. So build holy sites on rivers, build aqueducts. That's what it says. And finally, Macedon. No war weariness. Receive boosts when you conquer a city. Warrior. That's what the goody hut was giving. Free promotion to my warrior. I'm gonna get battle cry since we don't know what we're gonna be facing. And that's the end of turn 2. Now turn 3, I'm gonna go a little bit faster. We found the Grey Rat barbarian tribe. Persia. Korea. It looks like this is a narrow strip of land. We don't know if there's more land here or if it's just the sea. It's just the longest. Actually, it looks more like what they call a spit. And Mapuche. I'm gonna get into that goody hut so that we know what we're getting from it. State workforce. So, haven't looked into this. State workforce is here. So, we're already in the process of researching the only prerequisite. So, that's it. Oh, the barbarian's following me. Let's see what he wants. What's the name of his tribe? Badger Claw. Okay. Here. Found a goody hut. Now we're pretty much done looking at the surroundings for Indonesia, for Majapahit. So we're going to have to decide what to do next. And here it is for Spain. For England. Okay, so we have this. We have a choke point here, so we're going to have to defend it pretty well. Otherwise, we don't want the enemy to defend it. Okay, already Void Singers. Look at that. Great works. We already have a relic. So let's see what it gives us here. Culture. Hey, that's... that may be a quick victory. Hope it won't be. Now, Khmer. We found the Eye of the Sahara and Mulan. Look at the hero. And we found the Hermetic Order. We already have... we've met 2 secret societies already. Astrology boosted. Where's astrology? I found it. It was here. Mining is the prerequisite for it. Yeah. Now we have this mountain range protecting Athens, but blocking any expansion away from it. The barbarians are gonna have to go along this entire corridor if they want to attack me. So I think I'll leave Grey Rat alone for the time being. That's a huge choke point. Persia. We found a goodie hut, but we're gonna wait before getting it. Yeah. Now, where do I build so-ons on a map like this? Mapuche met Cardiff, and we got one envoy there, so we got a little faster production. And this barbarian scout is still exploring the land around Canberra, and we're finding Brisbane River. Indonesia gets a goodie hut and yet another relic. So that's a couple of relics already, with the absolute maximum visiting tourists being 0 for all civs. This might be a quick game. Found the Oaths of Minerva. Sorry, but right now the extra policy slot is useless. So Pingala is going in Madrid. You notice that I'm always picking Pingala. I mean, sometimes I pick Magnus. The others, they're not for the capital. Oh, foreign trade boosted because I found another continent. Yes, this is South America, this is Australia. Second one to find that South America and Australia are the same landmass. here, England doesn't do much. And Brazil, well, let's see what's a little bit beyond the choke point. And we see that it's another choke point. Okay. Now we're gonna have to look at the other side. Probably that scout is going to do the job. And we found the Chocolate Hills in Mulan. Astrology boosted. What does it look like here? Astrology's here, beyond mining. Player 11, Khmer, and 12. Well, let's look at the eye of the Sahara a little bit closer. There it is. We can pass through it. It gives us science and it gives us production as well. So it's a very good place to build a city. Going to use a map tack and place it right now here. That's a future city. Now only Alexander will be able to see that tack. And here's the end of the episode. So we're going to save the game and continue in the next episode. That's it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to obviously finish off the first deck and finish off Code of Laws for Everybody, and keep exploring.